Alright, good fellas, RC Club. I'm going to do a little quick unboxing here. What you see in front of you is a Arrma Raider. It's the brushed version. It comes with a 15T motor in the back of it. It is a rear mounted motor. Also has the ADS-5 steering servo, putting out about 70 ounces of torque, which is probably going to be more than plenty to turn these little wheels. The other electronics is the ESC. It's a 35 amp and it is waterproof. It's tucked away up there in the windshield. Comes with the Arrma standard 2000 milliamp nickel metal battery. It's a 6-cell. Also, the standard FlySky style controller. Got all your normal buttons and everything. Everybody's seen these a dozen times. They come with the axial cars, Andromeda cars, Arrma cars. A lot of guys are using them because they're a pretty decent controller overall. But let's get to the car here. I really like the styling of this little buggy. It looks pretty cool. The tires are the D-Boots tires. They're a little on the hard side, but I think they'll wear just fine when we get them out on the road and hit pavement and through the dirt and stuff. I think they'll be a good, long-lasting, overall decent tire. Nothing spectacular. The shocks on it, they're just your standard plastic shocks with your preload spacers in it. They're not threaded. Plastic caps on them. They got, instead of your standard plate style towers on these, they've got more of a Y style. They're tubed. Same thing with the back one here. It comes up and back down. So I think that's a pretty good system. It seems pretty solid. Also, the front A-arms, they're split, and your shock goes down between them. Keeps everything kind of centered up, I think. I believe all these are bearing driven. Yes, they have bearings on all four corners, so your wheels are free spinning on it. A couple other things here. We got the battery tray. On this body here, you have a screw back here, one on the top and one on this other back side. And they're kind of behind these shocks, but that's how you take the body on and off. And Arrma's, as everybody knows, I'm sure, they went to a different style. They got a pin on one side of the body here, and you pull the pin and your battery door, pull that pin out. Battery tray's on the bottom. Your battery wire tucks down through the top here, down through this hole in the bottom of the chassis. Battery sits in there. You close the door, you come back around to the top, and it comes out this front end here. You can hook it up, tuck it back down in there and get it out of the way so you don't see it. Not a big fan of how that's hooked up and have to tuck it down in there, but I do like the idea that I don't have to take the body on and off to get the battery in and out. A couple more things on this battery tray. A 2-cell 5800, kind of a fatter pack. Here's a 3300 LiPo. You can kind of see the difference in them. This pack will fit down in there, but this door, when you go to close it, it's not going to close it'll close, but you're going to have to force it in there, so I wouldn't recommend going with the thicker LiPo. I'd stick to the 3300 if you're going to go LiPo, because those are pretty much the same exact thickness of the other ones. Also, it will take a 7-cell pack. I didn't notice this at first, but it will. As you can see, it's kind of short, but you have a piece of foam back here in the back you can pop out, and then that 7-cell pack will sit down in there just fine. Again, tuck your wires down through. Put this back together real quick here. Overall, I kind of like the vehicle. I mean, it's $160. You use the coupon code on Tower. It's $150 shipped out the door to your door. It's got some extra metal bracing up here on this shock tower. Kind of keeps these from spreading apart. They're getting pushed together for braking. It does have metal drive lines on the back, so that's pretty nice. That's a lot better than some of the plastic ones we usually get on RTRs. All your links, they're solid plastic links, non-adjustable links, which is fine. I mean, it's $150 entry-level RC. I think it's going to do fairly well for the beginner. I mean, it does come with what Arrma calls their 2-year warranty. See if I can find it back here. But it says warranty not covered by warranty is crash damage, component failure, or premature wear as a result of crash damage, lack of maintenance, improper use or abuse, normal wear and tear like worn out brake discs, brake shoes, drive outputs, drive shafts, gears, bearings. Basically, I don't think it's covering much of anything. If you call them and tell them, hey, I crashed it and busted the arm, they may or may not replace it. I would say starting off, they'll probably replace the first couple sets or something for you, but I've never dealt with Arrma personally, and Arrma is a side company off of Durango. It's their entry-level brand, so they may or may not work with that. Never dealt with them, so don't hold me to any of that. You also get this nice book here, kind of tells you how it goes together, all that good stuff. You get back here to the back, and you start getting your exploded views, tells you all the part numbers and everything you need when you break something, you need to replace it. I do believe the ESC is a 2S, is a LiPo compatible. It does have the low voltage, I do believe. Might double check that yourselves, but that's what I'm going to go with. Another thing on these A-arms, they went with a solid design instead of all the spacing that you normally see like on the Traxxas vehicles. So that should make those a lot more solid. Also, the previous models of this, I imagine you guys have seen it. They usually have a metal vertical plates, 2 of them on both sides. As you can see, there's no metal plate on this one. It's plastic. So they kind of downgraded it there, but being brushed and stuff, I don't really expect to break the chassis in half. So I don't see that really being an issue. But all in all, you got your on-off switch for your ESC on the side. I really just like the look of the buggy. I mean, it looks tough, it looks mean. It's got nice big meaty tires on it. I like the design on the wing on the back. And I imagine we could probably take these lights and modify them and put some real LEDs in them and make it light up and be looking cool at night. Overall, I think for 150 bucks, I don't think you can beat it. Give me a little bit later, fellas, if I get time. This car here isn't mine. It's a buddy of mine. He bought it for his wife. And as soon as her birthday comes up, he's going to give it to her, and I might shoot some video of this later on, but it'll be a couple weeks. But until then, guys, I'm pretty happy with the money spent for an Arrma. So you good fellas, take it easy, and we'll talk at you later.